everyone, this is another one of our short videos. I've been requested to do some core strengthening. So core strengthening is incredibly good for your lower back, but please be careful. So if it feels like you've done enough, then don't push. You don't ever want to push. What you will need for this video is a block or a book, because you're going to have to put your foot on it, just one foot. So you just need one block or one book. And then you're also going to need the block or the book to hold between your hands. So if you could just get those props, and then begin by lying down. So the first thing we want to do is just warm the back up. So as you inhale, we're going to do traditional pelvic tilts. You're going to lift the belly, and then as you exhale, you're going to squeeze, and you're going to squeeze so hard that you can't get anything underneath here. And then you're going to lift and open, and exhale and squeeze, and lift and open. So you want to get quite a lot of movement here into your hips. If you put your hands on these two love handles where your pelvis is, you can feel them moving. So I'm going to exaggerate it a little bit for you so you get this right. So the two love handles move down towards your knees, and then they move up towards your chest. So there's a lot of movement going on here to actually just warm up the back. And this is a wonderful thing to do even if you just do this if you've got a sore back. Good. And then come back. Keep the belly scooped up and under. So there's a feeling of a sandwich between your front and your back. So keeping a really strong core. Push your feet into the mat. And now we're just going to do lifts, gentle lifts. So inhale. When you come down on the exhale, don't touch the floor. So inhale up and exhale down. And just slow, deliberate movements. Take it slow. Again, you warming up the back. You don't just want to go straight into belly work or tummy work or core work. You want to start slowly. Let the muscles warm up. Let there be an awareness here in this area. Kind of a sense of heat starting to begin to generate in this whole belly area. And just a few, it's not a bridge pose, yogis, it's just a simple lift and down. So you're actually staying on the top half of your back. And just a few more. As I said, if it gets too much, looks simple, but after a while you really begin to feel it. You have to keep engaging that core. Really important that you engage that core. And then release. Good. Take your block and place your left foot onto your block. And then take your right foot and place it onto your knee. So we're going to start with our foot flat on the block, and inhale and lift. Now you want to keep this knee away from your chest, so you want it to be in line with your foot as much as possible. Again, you've got that scooped belly, so it's inhale up and exhale down. And do smile, because you're making yourself nice and strong. And you know this is short, it's not forever. Just 15 minutes or so. So you can do it, and it's going to make such a huge difference in your back, in every place in your body. But we need core strength. We need to feel that strength within us. Okay, now we're going to take it up a notch by coming onto your heel. So what this does as well is it firms your hamstring. So it works on those hamstring muscles. Try to keep your hips even. So don't let one hip lift more than the other. So keep both these hips as even as possible. I'm not counting it, guys. If you're pedantic and want to count it, please feel free. I just kind of gauge how many I need and what feels right. And again, if it feels too much for you, then you just simply release and stop. And then release and take it over to the other foot. So you've got your, first you begin with your foot flat on the block, and then you bring your left foot onto your right knee. Push down, lift up. Remember, keep that belly firm. So it's almost like you're hollowing out that belly. Oxy's wondering, what am I doing outside in the middle of the day, on a winter's day, doing yoga? She's just wondering what's going on. So smile, guys. Breathe into it. So it's really now. Change it up, lift your toes, and again. So you're going to definitely feel this coming into your hamstring. This is not only an exercise that's good for your belly, but it's also incredibly good for your hips and your tushy. So it actually firms the tushy, firms the hips. It makes the hips nice and strong, something that you really need. Helps propel you forward in life. Breathe into it. Just a few more. Good, and then release. Hug your left knee and just straighten your right leg just to be sure your back's okay, and do the other side. Good. You're going to take your block or your medicine ball and you're going to place your block onto your right knee. So you can put your hand straight on your knee, but this gives you a little bit something to press on and gives you a little bit less stability, which is what you want. So when you have a little less stability, your core needs to work more firm. Bring your right arm up. So it's a big inhale, and then it's an exhale. Release the hand down and the leg down. Inhale up, exhale, release down. Now, if this is your first time of beginning core exercises, please take it easy. Don't do as many as I'm doing. And I'm not doing that many either because I want to get in a few exercises in this video. So if you're doing this at home and you want to stop and you want to do more of a particular exercise, then feel free. I'm just kind of wanting to give you the exercises and then you can work how many you need or don't need. This, if you do it as many times as I do, you're going to build up a nice core strength. Last time, and then release and simply change the hand. So the right hand is pushing onto the left knee, and here we go. Breathe nice and tight into that belly. Lots of animal energy around me today. They're all wondering, what am I doing? It's a Sunday afternoon in South Africa. It's a winter's day. And it's been a beautiful day. The sun is shining, so I actually don't even have a long sleeve top on, which is amazing. Breathe. We're very blessed here in South Africa with winter sun. And just a few more, guys. Just a few more. Good. And then slowly release. Bring your legs down. Just give your knees a hug, just to be sure that your back is feeling okay. Keep checking. Okay, bring your palms up. Okay, you're going to push onto this block. So you're going to really push hard. Shoulders are down, legs are up. Lift your legs up into the sky. So you can do this with bent knees if you need to. Please feel. So if you do it with bent knees, you just touch your tippy toe. And this is perfect. It's going to work the core as well. Or you can straighten the legs. So whichever feels better for you. So it's an inhale up and an exhale down. Watch your chin. So you don't want your neck to be scrunched. You don't want your chin to be sticking up. And you hold onto this block. Breathe into it. Keep that belly nice and firm. Nice and firm. This is not an easy one. If any of you want to take it another notch further, but you have to be sure your backs feel okay, you bring 2 down and up. So be sure that your back is feeling really strong if you're doing this. Keep your belly nice and firm. And then slowly release and hug. You can add as much as you want or as little as you want. It's up to you. Breathe. Okay, we're going to keep the knees bent. I'm going to take the hands behind the head. Keep this belly nice and firm. You do not want to feel this in your neck, guys. This is the area that is being worked, and it's also your obliques on the side. So keeping the belly nice and firm again. Big inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Keep going. Keep going. It's not an easy one. If you're feeling this in the neck, then you're using the wrong muscle group. Your neck does not lift your head up in this position. Your belly does. Your core strength does. And your obliques do. You're going to feel it. Breathe. If it gets too much, you pause. Good. And then slowly release. Always make you hug one knee and then the other, just to be sure that your lower back is feeling good. Bring your legs up. Beautiful. Bring your arms again behind your head. You squeeze your belly down, lift it up towards your heart. Elbows are out. And it's the same thing. This time we've taken it up a notch. You don't always have to keep your legs straight. You can bend your knees a little bit. If it's too much, you can even bend them to a 90-degree angle. So whichever feels good for you. Again, we're working these obliques, not easy muscles. Breathe into it. Just a few more. Good, and then release and hug. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. I'm going to roll up and change it a little bit, coming onto your hands and knees. Bringing your palms forward. So we're going to tuck the toes under, keep the belly nice and firm, and you're just going to lift your knees a few centimeters off the floor. So it's an inhale and an exhale. Don't touch the knees to the floor. Keep the back nice and firm. Keep the belly nice and firm. Breathe. Keep going. Okay, now we're going to add another dimension to it. You're going to keep your knees bent, so you're not going to straighten your legs. So it's an inhale and it's an exhale, pushing your belly back. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, pushing your belly back. Inhale, coming down. Exhale, pushing back. So this is, you're going to feel in your quads and you're going to feel in your belly. So keep it nice and firm. Again, as many times as it feels right for you. Good, and then slowly release. Let's take a quick child's pose here just to release. Rock you from side to side. Okay, coming up, palms pushing down into the floor, feet tucked under, and you're simply going to stretch your back heels away from you. Keep your belly nice and firm. So this is building, holding. So when you hold, you build a different kind of strength to moving. So hold the plank. Breathe into it. Keep that belly nice and firm. We're going to take it up a notch. So push back into your down dog. So now we're going to do the same thing but with a movement. Inhale, lift your left leg up into the sky. Exhale, squeeze, hold the plank. Inhale, up. Exhale, hold. Inhale, up. Exhale, hold. Inhale, up. We'll just do 5 for us in this video on because it's a short video, but you can add more to it. Just wanting to give you a basic core regime that you can follow. Big inhale. There's so many core exercises, but I have found that these ones are particularly good to begin, especially to begin with. We can always add more complicated ones, and maybe that will be another series, another 15-minute video, making them more difficult. But for now, this is just to keep that belly going. And even if you adapt at belly work, these are wonderful exercises for the belly. Knees down and take your child's pose just for a moment. Rock from side to side. Okay, coming onto your tushy. Lift up nice and tall. Lift one leg and just give it a good stretch. Okay, if you can't hold or you can't straighten, hold here. Okay, other side. Just stretching out these hamstrings. Okay, we're going to take a final pose as just a bit of a challenge. Holding onto your big toes, lifting your chest up, open your legs. Now maybe this is it for you because we haven't really stretched those legs so much. So hold, bring it together, hold, bring it together, hold. You'll see slowly my legs are starting to open. I hadn't done, oops, and you might fall over. That's also okay. Keep the belly nice and firm. So I'm doing this like you, not warmed up. So you can see the legs are going straighter and straighter as the exercise goes on. And we hold there and we come back with our soles of our feet together. And we just take a nice gentle stretch forward here, breathing into it. So that was 15 minutes, my darlings, and I hope that if you do that every day, you will feel and sense the benefits. Slowly bring yourself to a seated position and be so proud of your efforts. It's amazing. It's incredible, and I promise you it's going to make a huge difference, especially to your lower back. Have a super wonderful day, everyone. Namaste. If you like this, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks, my darlings.